The Dales Way is a 79 miles trek from Ilkley in the Yorkshire Dales to Bowness in the Lake District.
Soft and supple. Oh yes.
There's going to be some funny times and definitely some difficult times too. And this time I won't be going alone.
I mean, I come for a peaceful walk. I'm like his extra on his YouTube videos or something.
So stay tuned, sit tight.
He's just gone on his arse, look. Ian.
Over this 4-day trek, and I hope you enjoy it.
Boom, made it.
Welcome to the Yorkshire Dales, day 2. So we've woke up, it's only about 7:30 in the morning. We had a lovely night's sleep, or I did. It was a cold one though. Got a little bit of, I've already dried some off, I've got a little bit of ice on the tent. So Ian, being as he was, like I was trying to do, was trying to cut weight, and he brought his lighter sleeping bag. I brought my bigger one. Best decision, because it was cold last night, but I was fine. There's Ian. Ian, how did you sleep?
Freezing. It's freezing.
I've got a little cereal here which has got 25 grams of protein in, which is brilliant. So I'm going to eat this, put the tent away, pick the camera back up. As always, leave no trace, all packed up. Just left the ice off my tent. Warm, please. Back on the farmer's fields, and we've got it's about half a mile to Kettlewell, or Ketterwill, whatever it's called.
Oh, I'm not taking the poles.
Just been mad with a sore knee. Oh, all this with a dodgy knee. No continuity, with poles, without poles. It is what it is. Oh, that sun. Beautiful. Just come over the ridge. Dales Way. Just arriving into Kettlewell. This is Good Friday today, so we're not too sure what's open, but we're going to have a little walk through and see if there's somewhere we can grab a little bit of food and a few little bits. Cafe and a toilet. Winning at life. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh, look at that. Just a trick. That's what you need to start a walk. Perfect. And now we're just heading out to Kettlewell after our breakfast. Off we go. Look at that sun. Oh, it's lovely. Here he is, David Bailey. Loving it. I'll just show you, this is a typical Yorkshire Dales style. Come over here, you get your little door, which often come back and collect you on the legs. There you go. That's what they're all like, typical Yorkshire Dales. So where we're walking to now, I think it's called Whernside or something like that. I might have got that wrong. And after there, we're going to be skirting just past the Yorkshire Three Peaks. So Pennine and Whernside, I believe. We should be able to see those when we get round these hills, which will be nice. That's something I did last year. I really advise this for anybody to come and do this walk. It's beautiful. Before I did it, I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew that because of my redundancy, because in a little bit of a shitty week, I thought I need to get out and just get some miles in, get out in the hills, do what you enjoy. And I knew there were, well, I say get out in the hills, like this walk, as you can see, it's in the hills, but it's not really up in the hills. It's not high up, which is fine. But I just had a look at a few different walks that were doable in the next few days, and the Dales Way is a cracker. I remember the Yorkshire Dales from being on the coast to coast, and it was beautiful. Rolling hills, lovely fields. Obviously now it's spring, so you've got all the lambs. The weather, oh, it's amazing. The best thing ever. It's a 79-mile route. We're doing it over 4 days, but by the book it says 6 days. So it doesn't have to be like a big slog, like obviously we're doing quite long days. You can take it easy. And it goes from Ilkley through the Yorkshire Dales and then eventually into the Lake District, finishing in Bowness, which is obviously beautiful as well. Right, I'm going to wait for old man Ian to catch up here and then we'll push on. These are the signs we've been following. I tell you what, Ian's full of knowledge. He's great. He's giving me all the history of the Yorkshire Dales and all creatures great and small, which is based around here and in the pub we were in yesterday. And we've just spoken to an elderly couple who are from Minnesota and also live in Harrogate, and they're fascinated with all creatures great and small, which is bizarre for people overseas. A lot of Americans love it. On the last video as well, I was telling you why I do this and why I planned it on my own, but also I've come with Ian, because I think you've got to be able to plan it yourself in case the other person's kind of not there. But if I ask Ian, what's your reasons for doing it and coming on this?
Well, one, I wanted to do it, and two,
turn you around in the sun. Go on.
Yeah. And two, it's just breathtaking. The full way is breathtaking, from the stone wallings to the cow sheds, everything. But for me, the hardest part in any hike is getting out the front door. And if you're going to wait for someone to go hiking with, or you're going to wait for someone to go camping with, you tend not to go. So you need to get one with your head and just get out that front door. So, because as soon as you get on that trail, away from people, it's fantastic. So that's the hardest part, is getting out that front door and getting on that trail.
See, so that's what I said last year. I struggled over the last year getting out, procrastinating about coming out, but once you're out, you always enjoy it. And yes, it might be tough, but you're going to enjoy it and be glad you did it. And when you get to the end, you know, what a reward for doing it. So, wise words from the Yorkshire Trailblazer. He loves it. Here we go. Just having a little sit down. I'll show you the view now, all the water below. I thought, it's got a little hot spot. Nothing on my foot at all, but I'm just going to put a little plaster on just to be on the safe side. I don't want to get any rubbing, but yeah. What I've just found in my first aid kit, this cream, and it's my beard oil. Beard cream. I squeezed it into a little thing before I came, so I'm going to put a little bit of that on. Keep me nice and soft and supple. Oh, ladies. There you go. Just got a little bit of road walk at the moment, but look at this place we're coming up to. Beautiful. I've not done much filming down here because it's kind of just the same old stuff. We're just meandering next to this river. It's lovely, don't get me wrong, but doesn't make the best camera footage. Still lovely weather, just a bit cooler in the dip here. We're back out in the open. We've come through the winding. We've still got the river on the other side there, which is lovely, but now it's all opened up a little bit. And I thought I'll just bring the camera back. This little thing here, look. I don't know the significance, but a nice little stone circle that we spotted. Someone's put some flowers there. If anyone knows what this is, then please drop it in the comments below. But yeah, that's nice. It's lovely when it's all open like this. There's just a little bit more to see. And I will say, anyone who's looking to do this walk, this is a great long distance hike to do as a first timer as well. But you know, like you see a lot of these big walks, especially like I do, and they're up in the hills and you think, I'd never be able to do that. This is the one to do. You could camp here late at night. There's lots of places to throw up your tent. There are little campsites en route as well, but it's just rolling, not even rolling hills. You're kind of cutting in the middle of the hills. Beautiful views. You got your river to also always clean yourself, and you get water if you need it. Not many shops on this section to top up, but yeah, a very very doable long distance hike. Back on the river, yes, you know it, the River Wharfe still. And we're just trying to find a little somewhere here where we can just have a little sit for 10 minutes and maybe dip our feet in. Yeah, this bit here would be perfect. Jesus. Ian, that's cold. Oh man, can't keep them in. I'm so soft, but it's good. Oh yeah, when you take them out, it burns. Oh, look how red they are. How is it, Ian? At the end of this month, I'm looking to do cold water therapy, where you have to get in an ice bath. What am I doing? I can't even put my feet in a bit of water. Anyway, can let my feet dry off. At least you enjoying it? Take them out. No one's taught me the breathing technique to get through this. But there you go. So we're just going to come along this bridge here, and then we're up into the hills again. Unfortunately, that also means still no shops, nowhere to get any food, nowhere to get any supplies, and we don't have anything. We're still walking. We've just gone past this like little like a nice builder heritage centre or something, and I saw a guy stood in the garden, so I just asked him if he worked there, if he'd top up our water. So now my backpack weighs a ton. I've got two 850ml bottles. One of them I've got my electrolytes in, but we don't know when we're next going to get water, so no shops, no nothing. We've looked en route, there's going to be nothing. I don't think we're going to see anything today, so we might not get any food today. Right, been walking for another 15 minutes and we've just found this little farm here. Nethergill Farm, hot and cold homemade flapjacks. Yeah, so we can get a little bit of a... We're going to get some food now. I'll get my camera out, but let me just stick my charger out and get a little bit of charge on these. Right, so we've just had, we've just stopped for about 45 minutes at the at Nethergill Farm. Great little place to stop. They just have some flapjacks. Hopefully, we're going to get some chocolates and things. You can get some hot drinks, get a cold drink as well. And we've just stopped there and charged our things, which is a lifesaver. So now we're going to get cracking because we've got about another 10k to go at least today. And time's getting on and it's getting cold as well. So still blue sky, but yeah, it's getting a bit cold. On the road again. Got some roads, walking to Wharfe Farm. The guy at the farm told us that it's going to be a little bit of a climb then. A bit muddy. He actually said, oh God, it'll be boggy. So let's hope he's wrong. It's warm. There you go. Oh, call this a path. It's hard going this now. This is the hardest going we've had actually so far. It's just relentless of this sinking up and down, so it obviously takes out your legs. Here's us wanting to crush the miles and we're stuck going through this. I just think it just keeps going and going and going till we get to that wood. Oh, every step is a risk. Oh. Here we are, Cowgill Farm, and we're going up here next, but look at this. It's awesome. And then we go up there. We've just come to a bit of a track that you can see here, thinking, oh great, we're on the track. No, we're not. We've got to go straight across, up, up, up. And in the distance, we've got Pennygent, we've got Ingleborough, which is a good steep climb up there. And then if we pan round here, sorry the camera's shaking. And then we've got the viaduct, which is, that's from Harry Potter. I think that was where they filmed Harry Potter going over. But this is definitely Yorkshire Three Peaks here, and I did that a couple of years ago. Let's have a look. Ah, brilliant. Dale's Way to Hortashore. Awful. Pennine Way and Pennine Bridle Way, obviously a national path. And because it's a Pennine Way, hopefully we stick with this for a bit. Lovely path. Music to my ears. So actually where we were before, that's the highest point of this walk, and we've dropped down a touch, and now we've got a bit of a climb for 3 kilometres or 2.5 miles, 2 miles to Dent Head. What he doesn't know, he's going to make all that effort to take that, and I'm just going to pinch his picture. I feel like all I keep doing is holding the camera, talking and giving you stats, but there's not really a lot to say. It's just a lot of walking, and I can guarantee this is the toughest day. This is with the highest elevation today as well. There's nowhere to stop for food really. There's a few pubs early on, but you're too early then. It's like 11, 12 o'clock, and you're not going to have that at that time. We're trying to get to this place called Cowgill, but we don't know what's there anyway. We've done 33.7k, and we've been going, wait for it, 10 hours 5 minutes. So a bloody long day today. I'm just hoping, for the love of God, that we're not going up there. We've done our mileage for the day, so we've caught up a little bit so we can have a little bit of a shorter day another day, but we've just got to keep going. How are you finding it, Ian?
Loving it.
Loving it. Liar. There's a viaduct in the distance. That sun's getting awfully low in that sky. Looks like we're going under the viaduct, and then I don't know, we'll have to have a look. I mean, there's some nice green fields right over there, but I mean, how far's that? Lights fading. Oh, please, let's find somewhere. Bottom of my feet are burning. We've literally just got to keep going until we find somewhere. Getting dark.
Yeah, man.
Sportsman's Inn.
We found a pub, can't believe it. We found a pub and just ordered a pheasant, apple casserole and a pint. The downside is, we just said, oh, are we alright to plug our phones in? No, they'll blow the electric. Spent 30 odd quid on food, but yeah, they won't let us. So the Sportsman's Inn, I think it's called, near Dent, near Cowgill, don't bother.
Now as you can see, hats on, jacket on, we've only had one beer. We both wanted more, but we just refused to buy another beer because he wouldn't even let us charge our stuff. If he'd have let us charge our stuff, we'd have stayed in there about an hour, risked coming out when it was dark, got everything charged up and been okay, but it's getting dark. The GoPro's probably struggling for stability, but I'm not going to turn this on until we get to something where we can camp. The trail always delivers. We were coming down this little windy path with all rocky, muddy, and look what we've come to. I appreciate this might be very shaky. You have to pay over there, or they come out in the morning, but look, I'm just going to pitch here. He's going to stick out in the open and get seen in the morning. I'm going to pitch in the corner here, and then I'm going to get up early in the morning, and then I'm going to jump back on the trail. Get in. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm set up. Woohoo! Now tucked in my tent, as you can see, ready to settle for the night. I've just had a quick look at my watch, and we've done 39k today. We didn't expect to do that. We planned for 30 to 32, but we've absolutely smashed it. I think it's getting on for 9 o'clock now. We've had a food, we've had some beer, well, we've had 1 pint. We would have had more, but I'm glad we didn't, because we literally just got set up just in time before it went dark. I can confirm today's been a really tough day, but I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if this is something that you like, then please do consider subscribing. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and you'll just get notified of any new videos. For anyone who already subscribes, thank you, welcome back. Tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow's day 3 of 4. I think we've got about 55k to go to the finish. We're going to hope for another 32k tomorrow. Who knows, we might go further, God knows. Good night.